we cultivate and own as a country. I like an approach where Dr. Paula Kahumbo, who is a stout supporter of wildlife in this country, is advocating for all the school-going kids to be able to go to the parks for free. Because you never know how many people you are converting or changing into people who will take care of this wildlife tomorrow or these species tomorrow, which we urge the government to be able to look into that. I remember there was a time, long time ago, where all school-going children were able to get to board the buses for free, most time, I guess. We look, how would we be able to cultivate this? How would we get incentives for people to be able to do this, not rather because they get benefit, but because it is important for the balance of this country, for the balance of everything. In the context of what the government is doing, we have two critical components that are stuck together, but one is overshadowing the other. That is tourism and wildlife. In my essence, either we should separate or we should give equal budget and equal attention to both.
Okay.
You find tourism, there is Expo in Berlin, there is a roadshow in the US, there is something else, there is expos here, but we don't have almost the same matching in terms of wildlife. When you look at KWS, and I think Tom is a board chair there, a board member, you find most of the time is underfunded. We need as well. This is a foundation for tourism. There's no tourism if we don't have wildlife, if we don't have the community that is supporting that wildlife. So we have to look at foundation, not just how beautiful, aesthetic the house will be, but also the foundation that holds that. The moment we don't have wildlife, the moment we finish the conflict, the gap of conflict create as well poaching, all these bad things will rob what the tourists come and see. So the moment we slash or we ignore the conservation efforts, or government not putting enough measures into it, we lose the entire tourism component.
Right.
But I like the fact that conservancies in this country, leadership in this country, we participating as young people, and we look forward to be able to recruit as many people as possible so that we can have a better future tomorrow.
Do you suppose there's some element of genuineness in this? Because if you've heard Shujaa, he's so much so highlighting this concern on, it being a money-minting affair, that perhaps it's a lucrative business for very many people, and therefore beyond preserving and beyond making sure that our animals are safe and even the environment itself is, we probably have not been so keen in terms of being genuine in preserving them.
Thank you. I absolutely agree with him. But I must say, as a country, we've done really well.
Okay.
The fact that our government has allowed communities to indulge into the world of conservation and private conservancies. Thinking when I was little, it was Kenya Wildlife. It was not even Kenya Wildlife Service. They had an anti-poaching.
Okay.
It was in charge of wildlife. I think this country allowing us to be able to benefit out of wildlife conservation and practice it is a big leap that other countries should follow and do the same.
Right.
Having said that, I have a problem with, I don't want to go back to what he said, but I have a problem with the devolved functions in this country. The county I come from is very cosmopolitan. I think in Narok it's easy because pretty much a big percent are Maasais, and they've been practicing this. A county that I come from, every new county government comes and put in laws that really affects or do not support wildlife conservation.